Hey, has-beens. Day 38. Right back at it again. Woke up feeling about the same as I did yesterday. Ignored myself, ignored my feelings, and got out of bed. And yeah, about 15 or so minutes later, by the time I got here, I was basically normal again. So, jumped on the treadmill and ran easy 5. Normally on Fridays I would do strides. Normally on Thursday I would do strides, but that's because Thursday is my easy day, usually, and I'm not going to do them today. Just because I don't want to push it too much, right? I'm lucky to be back running as it is. So, here I am, 5 miles easy. Obviously felt very arrested compared to how I felt up to this point. So I was 7:52, 7:47, 7:41, 7:35, 7:30. So a nice progression. 38:27, which is about 7:41, I think. 7:41 pace. So good effort. Unofficial heart rate was about 150-ish at the end, so not bad. Maybe a little bit on the hard side of easy, but not bad. So, how am I going to compensate? I just lost 3 days out of my week. That's 3/7. That's almost half, right? 45%, 42% of my week I've just lost. So what do? Well, you do the same thing you do when you fall in the first 200 meters of a race. You get up, you don't panic, and you slowly reel the pack back in. You've got a whole race ahead of you, right? Unless it's 400 meters or maybe 800 meters, there's a good chance of you getting right back into it. So as long as you don't panic, you relax, you don't burn all your adrenaline, you stay calm, keep your breathing level, and just slowly reel that pack right back in. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So, usually I have, let's say, 2.5 workouts in a week. Either one good solid workout and then 2 moderates, or maybe 2 solid workouts and 1 moderate. But it usually works out to about 2.5 workouts in a week. That's not going to happen this week. I lost the whole bulk of my week. So you have to prioritize, right? So this week I had a fartlek planned 6 times, 3 minutes on, 2 minutes off. I had my weekly tempo planned, and I had like a little up tempo at the end of my long run, right? I had like the last 2 miles or so was going to be up. So I have to prioritize which one of those 2.5 workouts is going to be the most important. And the key anytime you're faced with a challenge is to look back at your KPIs, right? Your key performance indicators. These are the metrics by which you're going to measure success. And you have to figure out which one of those 2 or 3 things is going to put you closest to the KPI that's due the soonest, right? And so for me, that KPI is going to be tempo, pace, lactate threshold, pace. Because my plan indicates that I will not be advancing in my training, right? I'm not going to start doing those stellar workouts. You're not going to see any, 6 to 10 by 1,000 meters at VO2 max. You're not going to start seeing I pace, interval pace, thousands. You're not going to start seeing any of those gut buster workouts until I can attain a minimum level of fitness. And I'm measuring that minimum level of fitness by my tempo pace. And that's consistent mileage, right? Because you've got to have the base there, and that's a consistent tempo effort. So I can't go out there and race at 6-minute mile pace for 5K and say, oh, I'm there. Let's get to the track and start hammering some reps. No. The effort has to be there. So I have to be able to go out and maintain tempo effort. That's 160 to 170 beats per minute, and I have to be 6 minutes a mile or faster. And I have to do it consistently. It can't just be like a one-off, good week, I took the day before off. It has to be consistent. And so as a result of that sort of being my first critical benchmark, right? The cadence, that can come later. The weight, that'll obviously come later with time and with more mileage and warmer weather, of course, right? And better diet. All that's going to come over time as I accumulate mileage and calories burned on my legs. My body's going to slowly shape itself into a more efficient machine. But that tempo pace is priority number one right now. I have to get that tempo pace down. And so that means that if you haven't figured it out by now, the tempo workout will be the priority this week. So tomorrow is Saturday. And so tomorrow I'll be doing my 3 miles tempo. I have no idea what pace I'm going to be doing it at, but let me think. Last time I think I averaged around 6:40, but that was with the accident, hitting the wrong button or whatever, and I ended up accidentally stopping the machine and then kicking it back up faster. So I'm going to aim for something in the 6:35 to 6:45 range, but if it ends up being 6:50, it's not the end of the world. The most important thing is that I get the effort in for the designated period of time. So back on the horse, back at it. That's the real takeaway, and I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to freak out about the mileage. I'm just going to jump right back on the horse, get going, keep moving in the right direction, and if all goes well and I have another good week or two, by the end of February, I'm not even going to know that I took 3 days off. I'm going to look back at my log and I'm going to go, holy crap, I totally forgot I had to take 3 days off in a row at the beginning of the month, because I'm going to have regained and continued to advance my fitness even further. And then, of course, as the days pass, the weather gets better, the days get longer, and just your attitude improves in general, which is going to help as well. So, thrilled to be back, glad to be here. To all you guys that have watched the boring I'm a failure videos of the last 3 days, thank you so much for hanging around. You're the ones that are going to keep me going. I've gotten lots of messages. I've gotten lots of messages over Facebook, PMs, DMs, text messages from people that I haven't heard from in a long time, offering me some support, and I really appreciate that. You guys are the best. You're the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. So thank you very much. And wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope that your running is going very well. And we will see you tomorrow for Tempo Schmempo, Part 4.